welcome back to another video. I have been sent some merch from Croatia. A long-time subscriber named Krešimir. He works with a computer museum down in Croatia, Rijeka. And it's called PEEK&POKE. This is a t-shirt, really nice, thank you very much. So PEEK&POKE is now turning 15 years and it's their 15th anniversary. They have computers on display, they have events, have computers they can touch, so you can bring your kids and they can be introduced to all computers, for example. Yeah, so Krešimir contacted me a long time ago and with some questions regarding the saver for the C64. And he said he was working at a computer museum. So that's cool. So that's how I know him. And yeah, so if I ever go to Croatia, I will definitely go to PEEK&POKE. So yeah. Right, so we are building a closet, and these are packs. They are called packs from IKEA. This is 100 centimeter, and this is 75, and this is 50. And we bought most of them at something called Billigkroken, where people hand back stuff they don't want. So we got them for cheap. So today I'm going to mount these rails, and together with Ingrid, and in the ceiling. So she's out getting screws for the ceiling. And here are the rest of the stuff in the living room. So you have to figure out what is what. So also in the drawing it was said that first you mount like a plank, where the rails will be mounted to after. So yeah, we have to measure. I have already measured, but I will do some more precise measuring between the floor and the roof ceiling. And if it doesn't match, you have only, I think it's 12 millimeters of variation, so you have to compensate with spacers if it's more than that. So the manual says that the first thing you do is that you position this rail. It says it's supposed to be 3 centimeters from the closet, so I think I will have the door slide exactly onto the thing there. And then I'm going to use a laser to find where I'm going to put the leveled line, because the plank on the top is on the same line as the point here on the rails. So therefore I use a laser, just need to find it. I think it's level now, so probably shows up on the camera as well. Yeah, you can see the line there, it's nice. Then we just need to figure out how we are going to do this, because I need to push this thing probably inside the cabinet. So I measured it over there, because it's supposed to be 3 centimeters out from the cabinet, and here it's a bit more. So I'll just push it from this end. Right, so just remove the whole floor skirt down there. So I can just push this back in again. And you can see it's all the way to the roof, so it's not possible that this is going to fall over, because if I tip it, it will just hit the roof. Okay, now I think it's more or less perfect, and it doesn't go all the way, so I will use the laser. Okay, so now let's adjust the laser. Ja, han treffer. Vi var veldig bekymret for at han ikke treffer.
Så bra!
Jeg ser deg. Ja, du later som.
Nei, når jeg har full munn av mat.
There are a lot of swearing and drilling, and Ingrid is moving. We finally got it to work. It was so difficult to drill them in there, so I didn't film anything of it, so had enough. And then you have to make a you have to add another one at the end, so that was also difficult to hit straight, so of course I couldn't make the hole in the roof straight. So what I did, I made this hole bigger in the wood so I can just adjust it later, and I did. Now it's good, so it's very sturdy. So it's this one. Let's go on top of that, and then this one in the floor. So just going to knock this one in here, just to connect these two together.
Ok, først er på.
Du limte den på nå? Alright, so this is from yesterday. Nothing much new. We put together this long beam, and we measured with a measuring tape from the beam up, and then it has to be exactly 2,356 millimeters. So that's why these guys are longer out than these guys. So these are the panels for the door, and there we have Ingrid I farta. And then inside here now, we're going to mount these guys inside those holes. So this is like, we have a little slider here. Don't do this. So this one has like a hook, like this one. There's a hook there. It slides in its own hole. It's not supposed to slide, so this one is supposed to be fixed. Yes, I think they are called stop screws. There's a little fat screw in there. So now it's not supposed to go anywhere. Right, so now we can slide this one on, I think. That's a bit hard, and then it's supposed to be, oops, sliding off again without this moving anywhere. So yeah, there is en skivefunksjon. Ta-da! So we have mounted the wheels, we have wiped the rails, and then we put the rails there, and you connect it like this into this ball bearing sliding thing, and then you open the sides to put panels in, basically like there. So let's have a look. Der står det noe. There was someone. So now, right angle. This one's in, and this one's built, and it's opened. And it's actually quite easy. It's this mechanism. You can just make a break. And this one has a hook there, so it goes into the brake of the other door, like this. Oops. And then you have to pull them apart. And then we have the panels with a dark side and a bright side, so you can choose. And on the camera maybe this looks like black, but it's actually very dark stained. So yeah, so you have to just center it, and then you pull these things downward. So nå filmer jeg. Da er den. Akkurat som planlagt. So the next day I was going to cut this board for a sidewall. I'm going to test that circle saw, trying not to injure myself, and it has like a attachment here. And as you can see, dust collection isn't the best thing. This is a Bosch machine. See the number there. And I'm kind of happy with the result. The cut is fine, but I think this is maybe my fault because I had to stop the machine a couple of times. And I didn't let the blade stop. That's also a problem with this saw. The blade never stops. It just runs for a long time. It doesn't have any electrical, brakes. So, but yeah, so this is the thing. I made this contraption down here, just a base for the board. So it has something to, the wall has something to stand next to and mount to, and then I will connect it up here. If you look in here, there's supposed to be screw holes, but I can always drill some new ones if I want to. So possibly I will I'll possibly just drill some new ones. Maybe it's really high. It's actually all the way up to the roof, so I could just use the spacers up there to mount it to. Yeah. I brought out this cardboard from the circle saw box, and then the weird thing is that it fits so damn perfectly in there. It's really weird. There's just some little bit of space, and this wall box is covering a tube, and it's not perfectly square, so rectangular. But so there's like a tube in here for a water rain drain from the roof. You have to make do. Well, let's make a shelf out of it. Yeah, I have a mirror that I can show you. Just standing on the ladder ready, so yeah. So everything's ready here to go. Just gonna mount this. Okay.